All right, so today we're taking a look at two of Ninja's cookers. Over here, we've got the Ninja HyperHeat, and right here, we've got the Ninja PossibleCooker PRO. We're gonna go over some of the difference and some of the similarities between the two, and hopefully this guide will kind of help you decide on which one will be better for you. So first thing, let's go ahead and talk about the form factor right here. So you can see that the Ninja PossibleCooker PRO is a lot more wide, and it's got a larger pan on the inside. So this one is gonna be at 8.5 quart. You can see it is shaped more like an oval, and then if I open up the Ninja HyperHeat, you can see that this one is a circular pan. Now these both are gonna be made out of non-stick, non-toxic materials, so you don't have to worry about those forever chemicals. So it also makes for a really quick cleanup as well. There's not many grooves inside of here. You can see that the pan is very flat, and same thing on the inside with this one as well. Very easy to clean. You can basically just clean this yourself, or if you want to throw it in the dishwasher, you can. There's only a couple pieces up here on these rivets that might get a little bit of food stuck in them that you would have to detail clean out. Now, one of the major differences between the two pots here is if I go ahead and take these up and I show you the bottom, you can see here that the Ninja PossibleCooker PRO actually has this stainless steel bottom, which you're able to put number one in the oven or on your stovetop. So if you wanted to transfer this over and maybe heat it up a little bit, or if you just have some other technique where you're gonna be utilizing your oven or your stove, it's great because you can go ahead and put that over there, and then you can go ahead and put this thing away. And that's just not something that you can do with this. You would actually need to transfer this out of the pot and put it into a pot that can actually handle the oven or the stove. And like I said, this one's a 6.5 quart, this one is an 8.5 quart, so this one is gonna feed more people. I'll go ahead and get into some of the specifics of how much food you can cook in these later, but just for now, just know that this one actually has a little bit more capacity. Now, the second thing you're gonna notice here is the difference in the lids. Obviously, because this one is a pressure cooker, it's gonna have that pressure valve up at the top to release the pressure. And because this one is a slow cooker, you're gonna see it's just gonna have a traditional glass lid with a little steam hole right there, and it's also going to come with this serving spoon, which is really nice. You can see on one side it's got these little ridges, and on the other side it's kind of got a little node right there for serving soup. Plus, it also will have this little piece right here, which is going to hold it into place. And even when it's at its hottest, you don't really have to worry about this getting melted or anything like that. They did a really good job of designing this. And honestly, it just looks good. It's nice because you don't have to sit this on your countertop, get it kind of dirty. You could actually leave it right here. So I do really like the way that they designed this. They made it functional and look nice. Okay, now let's actually get into some of the difference in modes. So if you come here, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ninja PossibleCooker PRO first. This one is gonna have the option to slow cook, sear, and saute, steam, keep warm, sous vide, braise, bake, and proof. So one of the unique ones with this one right here is gonna be the ability to proof bread. So that is pretty unique, especially for a slow cooker. So I was pretty surprised when I seen that this one can actually proof bread. You've got your regular temperature buttons up and down, your time button up and down, your off and on button, and your start and stop button. All of this is controlled right here with this knob. You can go ahead and click to turn it on, and you can see that it's gonna go ahead and light up whatever mode that you're gonna be in. Now let's move over here to the Ninja HyperHeat and take a look at the difference. So number one is going to be pressure. Obviously, this is a pressure cooker, so that is gonna be its main utility and function. However, if you take a look right here, this is also gonna have a slow cook option. So it's similar to the slow cook option over here on the Ninja PossibleCooker PRO. Some of the other similarities that this one's gonna have is the sous vide, the sear and saute, and the steam. Now the unique ones on this one will be the fact that you can make rice and pasta, and we utilize this for making pasta all the time. I can say it's one of the best ways to make pasta. And then over here, it also is gonna have an option to make yogurt. So very unique, unlike the Ninja PossibleCooker PRO, the Ninja HyperHeat is able to make yogurt, which is really unique. So you might be thinking, why not just get the Ninja HyperHeat if you can slow cook just like you can with the Ninja PossibleCooker PRO? Well, I think one of the main differences here is this one is able to cook so much more food. Like I said, it's gonna be 2.5 quarts more than this one. So if you're gonna be hosting, having parties all the time, or you've got a large family, or you just like meal prepping, I think that this one is probably probably gonna be your better option. It's also better if you have a little bit more time to spend and if you're doing those braise and long cook activities. The Ninja HyperHeat is really gonna come into play when you're trying to cook things fast or you have specific uses for the pressure cooker. So if you're trying to whip up dinner, you know, in less than an hour, you can make a pot roast under 45 minutes and you can make rice in about 8 minutes with this machine, whereas this one does take a little bit longer. Now, one thing I do want to mention though with the PossibleCooker Pro is that this is going to cook about 30% faster than a conventional oven. So it's still a pretty fast machine. However, obviously because this is a pressure cooker, it's going to cook things way faster. They both use Ninja's heat technology, so they're both gonna cook evenly all around, making your meals come out perfect pretty much every time. So I think it's really gonna come down to speed versus capacity. Are you gonna need to be making more food or do you need to make food quicker? So depending on which two of those are gonna be more important, that's really what's gonna make your decision. However, I think they're both amazing machines. I actually bought this one first, and then I ended up buying this just because we do a couple of unique things with the pressure cooker. So I see the utility in both. I think they're amazing machines. They do have their similarities, but again, it's really gonna come down to speed versus capacity. So if you're looking for a really good cooker, I think both of these are a really good option, and I hope that this review kind of pushed you in the direction of which one would work best for you.